Hey, what up, y'all? It's me, your boy, Lil D, coming at you from the den with another nursing video. But first, check out my setup because it's getting to be my favorite time of the year, which is fall and Halloween. And I got my pumpkin pecan waffles candle going from Bath and Body, and it smells so good in here. Like, it smells really good. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience on night shift, and I'm going to be talking about the pros and the cons. Now, I just want to start off saying that I am a day person by all means. I didn't choose to go to night shift. When I first started as a nurse, they just hired me on to my unit, and I worked night shift for 3 or 4 months. Now, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but going back to what I said, I am a day person. I like waking up at 7 or 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when I'm the most productive. So this just really threw me off my game the whole time. First, I'm going to start off with the cons. That way we can end with the pros. So my first con was that there was no doctors around, which can also be a pro. But as a new nurse on the unit, I felt like I just needed some guidance from the doctors. I had questions on stuff that I wanted to clarify. And if you call a doctor on night shift over like maybe a Colace pill or something like that, they're going to be pissed. Not to mention that the doctor covering on night shift is only covering for the doctor who will be there during the day. So as a new grad on the unit, although I did have lots of time to look stuff up myself, I just had to use a lot of my own judgment and the resources that I had. So I just felt that made it a little bit harder for me. My main complaint, which you can kind of guess, is that my sleep schedule was totally whack. Yeah, I just felt nauseous all the time, and they say that people gain weight on night shift, but I was losing weight and it wasn't really that healthy because I just did not know when I should eat. So let's say that I was working a night shift. I would sleep from maybe 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock at night, and I would wake up around that time and force myself to eat a little something. But once you wake up after that much sleep, you don't want a full meal, so I would eat a little something, and it wouldn't be until 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning on my shift that I got a chance to eat something. And at that time, I was just so drowsy. I still hadn't ate much during the day, and I just wasn't feeling so comfortable in my stomach, but I would force myself to eat because I had to. And then I would get off of my shift 7:30, get home around 8:30, and I definitely did not want to eat then because I was going to go to sleep for another 8 or 9 hours. So I just ended up losing a lot of weight, and I just never felt so good in the head. I felt a little foggy, but that has to be my main complaint. For some people, this isn't an issue, and some people actually work second jobs where they go from night shift to working their day job back to nights, and I'm just like, how do you do that? Because that's amazing, but I can't. There are a lot of pros when working night shift. The main one being that money incentive. On night shift at my hospital, they pay you an extra 17%, which might not sound like a lot, but on your paychecks, you can definitely see the difference. And then if you work weekends, you get an extra 10%, so the money starts to increase fast. The shifts when you're on are actually not that bad. It's very laid back unless you have your sundowners, but it's very laid back and easygoing. And I'm looking at my notes. There's less distractions, less family members, less therapists, less people coming to you all during the day, so you can actually focus and read notes and get through what you want to get through on the patient. And it's nice so you can have a plan to give the day nurse, that way they know what they need to do, because day nurses don't always have a chance to really sit down and decipher that chart, especially at the beginning when you need to as a new nurse. Overall, I'll just say that working night shift wasn't that bad. It just comes down to if you're a day person or a night person. And actually, one story was I was working night shift, and me and my friends went out, and I'm usually the first to say let's go home because I'm tired. But it was probably like 2 o'clock. My friends were so tired, but I was still out there on the dance floor, getting it, because 2 o'clock for me was 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me at that point. And my friends, it's funny how the roles flipped at that point. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment down below about more video ideas that I should make in the future. And thanks for watching, guys. That was my video on night shift. Talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.